What's up, Cloud Gamers? Welcome to the Cloud Gaming X channel. So today we are going to be talking about only 6, let me repeat that, y'all, only 6 more days left for the launch of Google Stadia. Now, I know some of y'all, this might be a good thing, this might be something that's getting some of y'all diehards Google Stadia fans a little nervous, and I just want to start off by apologizing, saying that the stream started a little later than expected, so again, do apologize for that, but my thing was to just make sure everything was ready to go with this stream. So again, do apologize for this starting this late as it did, but we should be good now. We should be good. Again, I appreciate you guys just being here. I appreciate you guys watching. Yo, ashes to ashes, what is good, my dude? 6 more days. It's crazy. It is absolutely madness. And if you guys are on, please share this on your social media. Let's get as many people here as possible. This is exciting times, y'all. It's exciting times. So you guys see the countdown freaking continues. Yo, I am Hindu. What is good, bro? What is good? Thank you guys for joining. It is early as hell. It is 5:40 and y'all are up riding with me. So I appreciate that. Let me just make sure this stream is ready to go before I start talking about my my nonsense on here. Give me a second, y'all. Again, it's really good to see you guys on here. Let me know in the chat. Let me know if the audio curry was good, bro. Let me know if the audio is good to go. Again, for those of y'all watching, please share this on your social media. Let people know this show's live and going, so we can get more people on here. I feel like the more people, the better. So, again, share this. It's a good morning wake up show, man. That's what I'm calling this day. Change the look of this too. You know, get it looking fresh, get it looking new. So hyped even with a for sure. I am the real. What up, John? What up? Cool. So let's kick this off. So I want to start off by just the announcements. You guys know yesterday Google on Twitter announced what games are going to be releasing with the launch of Google Stadia, which is this same time next week, y'all. By this time next week, 9 a.m. my time or 8 a.m. we'll be playing Google Stadia. It's insane. By this time next week, y'all, we will be playing Google Stadia. It is bananas. Anyway, so they announced on Twitter that this game, these are the games, 12 games that are going to be launching. You guys can see it on the screen. Starting off with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. First of all, just give you guys a blueprint of how this is going to go today. So we're going to talk about these games, right? I want to hear about you guys' reaction about how you feel about these games, right? I'm going to talk my piece about how I personally feel about these games. And I'm just going to talk about, did Google do the right thing by this announcement? So that's how the format is going to go. Again, I'm going to announce the games, and then I'm going to let you guys talk about your piece, how you guys feel. And I'm going to talk about my piece. And then we're going to talk about if Google did the right things with this games. All right. So let me get right into this. Okay. Again, 14 people on. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. So, all right. Boom. Good to go. Alright, so the games announced, as you guys can see on the screen, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we have Destiny 2, we have Guild, we have Just Dance 2020, we have Kine, We have Mortal Kombat 11. We have Red Dead Redemption 2. We have Samurai Showdown. We have Thumper. We have the whole Tomb Raider saga collection. So that's 1, 2, and 3. We have, oh well, that's that's I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. 3. What is that? Am I missing? Hold up. I think I'm missing some more. But yeah, so 12 games at launch. And let me just take a little time to shout y'all out in the chat. Victor, what's up? Andrew, what's good, bro? I am the real. I said, what up? Chris Lamb, what up, man? A lot of you guys are on this morning. Appreciate you guys coming here. Okay. Cool. Andrew, what's up? All right, so just y'all are ready to go in the comments, man. You sound solid. Thank you, Curry. Thank you. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 will be 60. Has to be. I'm glad Gil made to lunch. I agree, Chris, 100%. Victor said hi. Yeah, what up, Victor? Honestly, I can't figure out the uproar over these games at lunch. They told us the games were coming out. And we'll get to that. The games I wanted at lunch were announced, so I'm happy. But I feel for those who have to wait a little longer. Yeah, we'll get to all of that. I just can't see a game like Kind Custom the same. I agree, bro. Crusty Fingers. It was what? $20 on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm hoping that price continues to Stadia. Google should have had a larger lineup. Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm sure it would. Okay, so these are the games as you guys see here. So Google stated that with this lineup, they have something for everyone, and in a way, I kind of do agree. My thing is they are missing a racer, right? Grid was supposed to be that racer, but it's not on here, so they're missing the racer. And they're missing, I guess you can call Just Dance 2020 a sports title, but they're missing a sports game, right? And Football Manager was supposed to be that game for them, right? But they did throw in a fighting game there with Mortal Kombat, which, I guess is pretty solid. But Mortal Kombat is not a kid's game. So if you're trying to cater to the Smash Bros fans, you can't throw Mortal Kombat at them. Right, so what I guess you can say Just Dance, I guess you can say Kind. Those two might be considered kids game, but if you look at this library, there's not a lot of kids games. So, Google's saying that they cater into everyone here. They're missing kids games. So that personally I find interesting. But we're going to talk more about the Google did the right thing with these announcements in a little bit. But yeah, again, these are the games. So just let me know. I kind of read some of you guys' comments about what your thoughts are on these lineups. So I'm going to give you guys a sec to just state your piece about how you feel about this lineup. And I'll try to address that. I've already read some of those in the comments. But as you guys do that, I'm going to talk about my piece, right? So personally, I'm kind of bummed, and I'll be real and honest with you guys. I'm kind of bummed. And again, I feel like this is where Google just struggles. If you guys watch my episode yesterday, I talked about how I've been huge investor when it comes to Google's services. I was an early investor in the Nexus program. Some of you guys might not even know what the Nexus program is. I had the Nexus phones. I had the Nexus Q, which was supposed to be like a setup box. I was one of the first people to get that, to purchase that. And early adapter. Anything Google makes, I'm a techie, so I get right onto it. I love Google, I love tech, so it makes sense to me. Stadia is another one of those things. But as I was going into this, something that I experienced with the previous launches was how terrible, number one, the PR was, and how they always messed up. First of all, they always messed up the pre-orders. They'll announce these products at the Google I/Os was before they had the only made by Google event. They used to only announce hardware and software releases at Google I/O, right? So you have people watching Google I/O waiting. They know Google's gonna announce some, new hardware, new product, and they'll have people like waiting to click the button because they know how messed up Google pre-order system was. So we're here at Google I/O, we're here waiting to see Google announce new products, and then as soon as they announce it, the live page, the live store goes live to where you can pre-order. And I kid you not, people are there. I'm one of them, and I read forums about people as this is going on. People are writing in the forums like getting ready to order, the hardware at Google I/O, and they hit pre-order, and in like less than a minute, it's sold out completely. And so you sitting there trying to pre-order, and you can't pre-order because it's sold out, right? So number one, they have limited shipment. Number two, the site sucks because it just keeps crashing. So all these issues, I came into Stadia like thinking Google, because again, Nexus program has been available for a real long time. I'm like, Google by now should have like these shipment pre-order issues solved. And then again, you finally get your pre-order, and then they have an issue with shipment. So this problem we're seeing right now with Google Stadia, it's not new. Google has always struggled with this. But my thing personally is the PR sucks, and the way they launch a service or program really sucks. And I think that's what we're seeing with this nonsense right here. Okay, the reason I call this nonsense is I know some of you guys might be like, yo, Ace, why are you complaining? These are decent games, right? True, but Stadia releases in less than a week, and we're just finding out that these are the 12 games that you're giving us at launch. Let me repeat that. Stadia releases in a week, and we're just finding out yesterday that these are the only games that we're getting at launch. That is crazy to me. And I'm not trying to complain, right? But it's unheard of, right? These are good games. But you promised people games, or you've been showcasing these games on your Connect, these highlight rails. First, like, let's talk about Rage 2. Yo, that is an old as hell game. That game did not make the launch lineup. Let's talk about NBA 2K20. That game came out in September. That game's not making your launch lineup. Like Football Manager, that game's not making. It's so crazy. It's bizarre to me. The only Ubisoft title on this list is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You have The Division that came out earlier this year, and that game is not on your list. You have Rainbow Six that came out only God knows how long. That game's not on your list. It's so crazy. I know Ubisoft, is struggling financially because Ghost Recon Breakpoint didn't do as good as they were hoping, and so I wonder if they scaled down a little bit with the games on this platform, because again, Stadia is new and hasn't been proven. Doom 2026 is the strangest one that came out. 2016, and that is not on their launch line. Anyway, this is very to me personally, this is very concerning. And I'm just gonna be real. I told you guys on this channel, I'm gonna call Google's bluff if I need to, and this is not okay. This is not okay. You guys might sit here and say all you want, but from a PR perspective, and from the amount of games coming out, this launch is just it's not okay. Yes, we got 12 okay games coming out at launch. Kudos, but being real, there should be more games than this. Number one. Number two, like your PR, a week before Stadia launch, you tell us this, right? We're still trying to recover from the shipment fiasco that's going on, and then you drop this bomb. It's crazy. Like, so your track record shows that come next Tuesday, with all the madness going on, your track record kind of shows that your launch is not, there's going to be issues at launch. If you guys can't even figure the games out, if you guys can't figure the shipment out, what guarantees us that the launch is going to be smooth and solid? I'm telling you guys, you guys brace yourself for this, because it's coming. I will be really shocked come Tuesday that this launch goes smooth. So that's a little of my piece. I'll get back to it, but I see a lot of you guys commenting, so I'm going to take some time to read some of y'all comments. All right, so let's see. Could it be that red? Let me start up a little bit. All right, so Andrew said, I honestly can't figure out the uproar over the games at launch. They told us what games were coming out months ago. True. First of all, they told us some games that are coming, right? And then the whole Stadia that's probably why we're not gonna see a Stadia Connect, because honestly speaking, and I spoke to the creators of Kind, and she said, you think these are the only games coming to Stadia? She was like, I've seen the lineup, and they have way more games that they haven't even announced yet. You guys saw the interview I posted in the channel. You can go check it out. Those were her words. And so to come up with only 12 games at launch, something went wrong, right? Something went wrong. So yes, they told us the games that are coming, but first of all, they told us more games than we're getting with 12 games. Second of all, they didn't specifically say exactly what games they're coming out at launch. We are just finding out this yesterday, right? They announced all these games that possibly can be coming to the platform, but as far as launch, no, they did not tell us what games that were coming at launch. They told us what games can potentially come to Stadia. But this is the first time ever they announced in the launch lineup. Alright, so you said the games I won at launch were announced. So I'm happy, but I feel for those who. I agree. The games that I wanted are not coming. I wanted 2K. I wanted Rainbow Six Siege. Like, it's crazy to me that those old. I almost swear on here. Those old games are not making it. It just freaking blows my mind. Doom 2016 is not on here. It's crazy. Alright, I just can see a game like Kind. Yeah, I don't think Kind is going to cause the same as Red Dead. Google should have a larger I agree. I'm sure. Okay, could it be that Red Dead Redemption 2 is released as the Ultimate Edition? That'll be dope, because the game is a year old, right? It'll be dope to. I pray to God that game is not $60, or if they making it 60, I hope that they do include everything. Throw the kitchen sink at us with that release. I'm hoping they develop a baseball game in America. That'll be nice, but Sony has the license to MLB, so if they create a baseball game, is probably not going to be like MLB license. It's probably going to be like an arcade game. And as far as American football, EA hosts the license to the Madden franchise, and that seems to be the only game. There used to be 2K, you guys know that, but since EA bought the rights to the NFL, if they were to release a football game, it probably won't be an American football game. It would be some knockoff. But unless EA decides to bring their whole library on here, which is really shocking to me that EA normally embraces launches, right? If you look at the PS4, if you look at the Xbox One, they are one of the first people to like put most of the games on here, and EA is not even on the launch lineup, y'all. Activision is not even here. Again, a little concerning. A little concerning. Alright, so I'm fine with the launch as I was only planning to buy 2 games to play. Where people really plan to buy it. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. You know, not everyone's gonna buy like 5 or 6, but for this channel, we did plan on buying like 7 to 8 games. You know, because my partner Sonny in here, he reviews games, so we were like looking to go ham, right? Buy all those games so we can review it on here. But yeah, some people do. Lineup is perfect for me. Haven't played a single one haven't been playing. Oh wow, so you're the good place, Dr. Mayhem. You're the good place, man. This can cater to some people. If you're new to gaming, this might sound crazy, but some people, are just purchasing Stadia because they are Google enthusiasts, right? And this is probably the first array into video games, and they haven't touched. Sorry, my throat. They haven't touched all these games, and so these might be new games to new people, which in that case, man, you guys are at a beautiful, beautiful spot. So, let's see. I'm in the same boat. I have 2 kids under 7, so 4 hours of it. Yeah, Andrew, same to you, man. Same to you. Like this launch might be solid. Again, if you look at the lineup, they do have some time-consuming games on here, right? But the thing is, you probably own these games if you're a gamer on other platforms, so you've probably played through these. Like Red Dead came out a year ago. You guys know Destiny Shadowkeep is still fresh, but Destiny 2 came out a while ago. So you guys have probably played these games in the past. But if you haven't, Red Dead is about a 40 to 60 hour game, and then you have the online aspect of the game, which you guys know, man, you can live in there for days. For days. Dang, my throat. This happened yesterday too, so I have water. But Destiny, you guys know that game you can play for a long time. So there are meaty games in this lineup. For those of you guys who don't have a lot of time, these games can definitely keep you busy for a minute, which, is cool. But the concern is, if you're a gamer, you probably have played all these games on other platforms because they're not like new releases. Which leads, let me keep reading this. I do have something else to say about the launch lineup, but we'll get to that. Dag, you guys are just flooding in the chat. I appreciate that. That was their early, Ted's game. Single father, son, 6-year-old, so not that much here either. Dr. Mayhem. Ubisoft Plus is coming to Stadia. That comes out, how do you say your name? Raven Anime? That comes out next year, though. Which is next spring. And that's another issue them having with Uplay. I think it's called Uplay Plus, but that comes out. So here's my thing. I have Uplay Ubisoft Plus, if you want to call it that, right now. I stream a lot of things on this channel. I'm on GeForce Now. I play that. I play Destiny. You guys have seen me stream it. So I do have access to Uplay right now, and I have access to all of Ubisoft's title, right? So I'm playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I'm playing The Division 2. I'm playing all that fun jazz for free. And here comes Google, tell me I have to repurchase all these games again on Stadia. And that's like Assassin's Creed. I wish it would let us use our Uplay version of the game, because I have it. But if I want to play it again, I have to repurchase it, which Okay, Raven Anime said PR is bad. I agree 100%. I feel like the lineup announcement is for the haters. It feels like Google catered the news for the haters. Yo, it's crazy, man. We already seen a negative report about the launch lineup. It's like, at this point, I don't think Google gives a damn about what the press have to say about Stadia, because honestly, I feel like they just feeding them ammo. They are just feeding them ammo. Like, they can't figure out the shipment issues. They can't, like, the launch lineup. They're just letting us know. Yo, it's like, yo, press here, roast us. That's personally what I feel like they do, and they're like, press here, roast us. They're just giving them ammo. But if that's what they want, they're gonna hear from them. I feel okay. Let's see. I do agree. Google needs to hire a whole new PR marketing department. Yes, they really do. And this is nothing new. From the Nexus days, they struggle with this. So it'll be nice if they fire. I know firing people, people lose their jobs, and that sucks. But man, this needs to be fixed. And for a multi-billion-dollar company, they can't figure this stuff out, man. It's insane. Conspiracy, Johnson's, okay. Increase ammo for, yep. The devs of Football Manager stated yesterday, as far as they're aware, oh shoot, yo, Ashes to Ashes, that is funny. So Ashes is sitting here saying the devs of Football Manager stated yesterday, as far as they were aware, the game should be releasing at launch for Stadia. They seem confused. Again, that's the Google's PR, man. They do what they do best, bro. The fact that one of the publishers on your launch lineup doesn't even know what the hell is going on. So if a developer doesn't even know what the hell is going on, how the heck do you expect your consumers to not be confused? It's so bizarre to me. Like this is like one. Okay, Guilt will be good. I hope. That is the only exclusive title. If you look at this launch lineup, number one, Guilt might be to say, if this game comes out to be like something, it doesn't have to be great. It just if this game goes getting like 8.0s on reviews of Metacritic, that's good enough, because it's not available on any platform, and the only place where you see this game is on Google Stadia. So Guilt might be the savior for this for this platform, just being real. But I was saying, if you look at this launch lineup, right, you take out Kind, right, and you look at this launch lineup and you take out Guilt, those two games are the only new recent games on this launch lineup. Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out last year. Yes, you can say Shadowkeep came out like a month or two ago, but Destiny 2 in general is an old as hell game. Just Dance 20, if you like Just Dance, kudos to you, but I feel like every year the series is the same. So in a way, I don't even consider that new. Mortal Kombat came out a while ago. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out last year. Samurai Showdown, I can't remember when that came out. Thumper's the old as hell game. Came out on PSVR, for God's sakes. And then you have the whole Tomb Raider series. Wow. Okay. Let's see. It will be 60 cents. It's Rockstar. $60 is yeah. I know. Red Dead, people are thinking it's gonna be cheap, but I think they're gonna match the PC price, and I think the PC price is 60. What about crowd play? At this point, EJ, I would be 100%. I'll be surprised if the Stadia features make it at launch at this point. I think Google is just trying to get things ready for launch, that they're saying, if we can't get this game, scrap it. If we can get this feature, scrap it. Let's just try to make the launch deadline. And at this point, honestly speaking, I'll be surprised if all those Google Stadia features that they've promised and they've showed up if they'll make it to launch. And the crazy thing, knowing Google, right, is that they might have cut these features from launch, but do we even know about it, right? So this is where, again, if they did this, or if they have done this, right, this is where your PR should come in and let people know that they shouldn't get their hopes up for these features come launch. But just knowing Google and their track record, if they did cut those features like crowd play, I almost guarantee you that they wouldn't even let us know, and we'll like turn out, Stadia Founders Pack on launch day with these features being gone. That's just how terrible the PR team is. But I hope that these features make it. That's why I'm excited to play this game. The fact that Ghost Recon Breakpoint is not making launch kind of have, because one of the features I forgot which one it was. It's heavily integrated in that game. So the fact that that game is not coming at launch, it might be because Ubisoft's financial situation, because they didn't meet sales expectations. But yeah, it has me scratching my head. All right. So game pricing is going to be the next bombshell, Trevor. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Yeah, we have this console releasing next week, and we don't know anything about pricing. Let me repeat that. We have this console releasing next week, and we have no idea of how much the games are gonna cost. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Let you guys soak on that for a minute. All right, so I expect pricing to be I hope so. But when you say identical to consoles, right? It's not. I don't think it's going to be. Because the reason I say that is you can log onto the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live or Nintendo eShop right now, and there's a lot of sales going on, especially like with Black Friday coming, right? And with Christmas coming, they're going to be running promotions. All these third-party studios are going to be running promotions. I don't feel like those promotions are going to make it to this Google Play Store, the Stadia Store, whatever you want to call it, because this is still a new platform. So I don't think we're going to see those sales, but you never know. It's crazy. We still don't know the pricing for games. That just it's insane. All right, so you playing Stadia is going to be delayed due to issues with the latest release. That might be possible. It looks Gracie. I discovered. Cool. You're right. I feel like Phil Harrison's quite arrogant. People have said that with him working at Sony days, but I believe this goes beyond Phil Harrison though. This is just Google. This is what they do, and they do it better than anyone I know. The only thing that makes... Alright. They have more games coming out before then, which is like another month. Yes, true. These are not the final games coming out for the rest of the year. As they announced, all those games we've talked about, like Rage 2, NBA 2K, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, all those games are going to come out. They're going to trinkle that in their lineup, for the remainder of the year. But still, don't tell us that a week before launch. That's my biggest gripe with this, man. Don't wait a week before launch to announce this. Like, what are you doing? People are excited. Like, people have games that they were expecting to play at launch, and here we are. Like, I seriously was looking forward to playing Rainbow Six Siege, Rainbow Six, because I'm playing it right now on GeForce Now. I'm leveling my character up, getting nice at it, so I can continue playing on Stadia. And same thing with NBA 2K. Those were two games I was really expecting to play at launch, and they're not gonna be here. It's kind of a bummer. Okay. Wow, sorry y'all. You're Chris Lamb making. So here's the thing. The Founders Pack, I feel like is a beta release, and I've talked about this before, right? So in a way, you weren't getting the Founders Pack for this to be like the greatest release and greatest experience ever. This is a beta, right? So you're going at this knowing that there's going to be issues, there's going to be hiccups, there's going to be mess ups. So if you pre-order the Founders, you know that. And so in a way, right, you can't, it's frustrating as heck, and that's why I'm venting out on this stream. But, you know, like I said in yesterday's video, we have the mindset of this is not going to be a smooth launch. The PR sucks. Again, I'll say that a million times on this video, but we know what we're getting into with a Founders Edition. It's not the launch of the real console. We're guinea pigs for Google to figure out Stadia. We paid for it, so I feel like in a way, if you pre-order the Founders Pack, you can't complain. So another thing I want to talk about, fellas, when it comes to PR, y'all, I was talking to my partner Sunny yesterday, and you know, we're trying to like make our schedule of, you know, what we're gonna cover come lunch day, because again, we're both taking off work and we're gonna heavily cover Stadia, right? We're gonna be just pouring out videos of the wazoo, because there's gonna be two people working on this channel to provide content for you guys. And we sitting there like, yo, have you got anything in your email from Google about like the launching details, when we'll be getting our Founders Pack? Y'all, it is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. This console or platform or streaming service, whatever you want to call it, comes out next Tuesday, and no one has got an email from Google letting us know when we'll begin our shipment. This has never been done. It's so crazy how bad this is. I seriously I know it's Google, I know they do this, but dang, how like, we don't even know. It's not even guaranteed if we go in to get our Founders Pack. No one has got an email confirming anything. This releases in less than a freaking week. This is crazy. Anyway, so like I said, moving on, I've talked about your piece, I've talked about my piece. Now the final piece is, did Google do the right thing with this announcement of 12 games? You guys know how I feel about it. I've stated a little bit. You guys, again, know what I think about it, and my answer is no. I don't feel, and you guys can chime in on this, I don't feel like they did this the proper way. First of all, this announcement should have been made a while ago. Second of all, they let us, saying that there's going to be more games. That the other Connect was more games. It's all about the games. That's what they stated. And then right after that Connect, they said they even have more games that they're going to announce at a future Connect, right? And then they are telling us a week before that these are the 12 games. First of all, taking out some of the big games that they previously announced and giving us this So as far as the Google do the right thing with the announcement, I don't think so. They did drop the bomb on this. Again, like I said earlier, this is ammo for the press. But this is what Google do. Hey, Stadia Talk, what's up? Yeah, man, did this early for you, bro. I know you guys have been saying, yo, Ace time is too late for me. So, chime in here, Stadia Talk. I actually was watching your TOS video last night, and you kind of covered some of this stuff, and like I watched the Glory's video as well, and StadiaCast video as well, and so we've talked about this. This is nothing new, and we've all stated if Google messes up with something this significant, we'll be real as content creators covering Stadia. We'll be real. We'll let you guys know. You know what I'm saying? And so that's I love that people not sugarcoating this, because it shouldn't be sugarcoated. Like if this platform, we're here like back in this, right? You see me making reaction videos, like trying to correct people's wrongs. Like, we love this platform, we want it to succeed. But in a way, Google's like putting us under the bus. Right here we are trying to protect them, talk highly about their service, and they're just giving them more ammo. You know what I'm saying? It's like we trying to fight for you, but you giving our enemies ammo. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it feels like personally. And I feel like we just getting hammered. How do we like back this up when the big YouTubers start talking this smack? Well, what do we say to back this up? We can just, again, giving them ammo. It's crazy. They dropped the ball. Stadia Talk says I'm awake. They dropped the ball, plain and simple. I agree. Not a good look by the PR marketing. Yeah. So there we go. There we go. I work on marketing from a software, though tough to spin announcement for sure. Yeah. Ashes, man. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. I'm the real said I'll be playing Destiny 2 and also buying Red Dead. I might get MK. Cool. So I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna get. Maybe you guys can chime in. Destiny will explode that day. Nothing else to play. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be great for Bungie. You know what I'm saying? Because people, except from Red Dead, people are probably getting Destiny's, and then everyone's getting it for free who got the Founders Pack. So they're gonna get a boost of people playing the game for sure. So, but the games that we're gonna get out of this list, we're gonna get Red Dead. I'm saying we because my partner Sunny and I are gonna be covering the games, but we're gonna get Red Dead. We're gonna get Guilt. We're going to get Tomb Raider, because from the way things are looking, it's supposed to be all three games in one. So I'm hoping the price is like $60 for all three. But that's one that we're gonna pick up for sure. Destiny comes with it. So those are so we got Guilt, Destiny, Red Dead, Tomb Raider collection. So that's 4. And that's probably where we'll stop for now. I don't see anything else on that list that's like, yo, you gotta get me. But those are the 4 games. There's no way in hell that I'm purchasing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. First of all, I have it in Uplay. I have it on PS4. I have it on PC for free because I was a beta tester for Project Stream. It's like, how do they expect people to pay for Assassin's Creed Odyssey when they made it free for beta with Project Stream a year ago, and then give a free copy to the people who participated in the beta? And God forbid that this game comes out and is $60. My goodness. Alright, so let me just keep. So those are the 4 games that we're going to get. Guilt, Destiny comes with it, Red Dead Redemption, and the Tomb Raider franchise. That's the only thing that pops up to me on the release. I have I have kind for, maybe for support I'll show kind dev love because they did give me that interview, but I've played the game. I have it for the Nintendo Switch. And just being real, again, this channel, we are real, right? I wouldn't sugarcoat it. The game is not that fun. Just being real, it's not that fun. You can beat the game in 4 hours, and I tried to review the game for the Switch actually, and just being real, I kept falling asleep. So I don't know. The music is great, but yeah, I'll be real with you guys. It's not that fun of a game. Anyway, let me keep reading this. This is absolutely. They said, oh, it's all about the games. Must feel bad to disappoint from, but there's also a lot still coming. We should not be too angry. True, I guess personally, Seven, I'm not angry at the fact that there's not all these games coming out, because I have my Switch. I have a library of games I'm still working through. I have Dragon Quest. I haven't even started. I have Astro's Chains. I haven't even started. I have Luigi's Mansion. And Pokemon comes out this week. And then I have Death Stranded for the PS4 Pro that I haven't even started. I have games to play. I'm still working through Destiny. I have a lot of games to play. So to me, personally, it's not about the games. It's about the way they presented this. And, we've stayed on here multiple times. The PR just sucks. And it's just frustrating. Like, as creators, again, here we are trying to back Stadia, but they're giving our rivals ammo, and they're just taking shots at us. That's how I feel. I'm not mad at the fact that this game, yes, this game should be here, but that's not my biggest gripe with this. My biggest gripe is just the way they announced it a week before release, and they just like, here, these are the 12 games again. It's like, who does that? Anyway. Have you talked about missing Doom? Yeah, I did. That's bizarre. The fact that Doom did not make the launch lineup. The fact that Rage 2 came out, early this year, probably even last year, is not here. I don't know if they want to give Destiny the spotlight being the only FPS at launch. But this is crazy. This is crazy. Crazy. Anyway, we just talked about that. Let's see what else. Let's see. Do this. Yo, it's 6 days. Are you in UK, bro? It's 6 days. Well, 7. Yeah. I have a countdown app and it's telling me 6 days, so I'm going by that. It's 6 and change, so I'm just leaving it at 6. But it is 7 days technically because it comes out on the weekend. It's 7 days in a week, so that makes sense. My countdown might be off, but yeah, maybe I can change that. Maybe tomorrow's video will be 6 days left to Stadia. Y'all don't roast me if you see that. First time in a long time that I'm home when you stream. Yeah, Matthias, man, thanks for joining. Appreciate that. Yeah, I normally stream at night, and I thought to myself, if you watch yesterday's video, I'm actually up this early every day. So I'm like, yo, why not just take advantage of it, connect with you guys, But let's see. It will definitely be a bumpy start for a few months for Stadia, but there will be. I agree. I feel like in the end, this platform is going to prevail. But yeah, Google always have bumpy rides, man. It's nothing new. So it's bedtime game. A way to wind down yeah, that's true. Aliens and Death. That's true. It's a just put your headphones on and just it's a good soft game, but I just hope the price is what it is on Switch. I think it's $20. For $20, it's not that bad. Yeah, Stadia Talk says that's the Ace is PR marketing. Yeah, it's gonna be like consoles, so you need multiple game stream platforms to get a full experience. True. Is this going to be like consoles? You need multiple game streaming platforms to get a full experience. What do you mean by that, Kari? The time of this announcement and how they didn't tell us perceptions and reality, and makes being shady. Yeah, it's yeah. Uh, Stadia talk. It's just frustrating, man. It's just frustrating. You agree about the PR thing? Alright, cool. Yeah. Again, it's, you know what's interesting. I'm really, for those of you guys who are going to be participating tomorrow with the Reddit AMA, get your questions ready. I hope they bomb these people with questions, and I think StadiaCast does a good job in the interviews with questions. And he's going to supposedly should have an interview with John Justice on Thursday. Supposed to be yesterday if you guys didn't watch his video, but they canceled it Google and the PR nonsense. They canceled it last minute. So it's scheduled for Thursday, but he does a good job with questions. So I seriously would like to know what the hell is going on. Why it's lunch week. It's a week before lunch, and we still don't have our emails from these people. We just getting the game announcement from these people. It's crazy. It's crazy. I have a lot of questions, but sadly I won't be live to participate in that AMA. But I know the Reddit diehard Stadia fans are are on it, so I'm sure we'll get some great questions. It's crazy. We have 22 people on and 22 likes. I really appreciate that. For those of you guys who are watching, if you haven't liked it, please do. It's really helpful. Thank you. I'm hoping the marketing changes because it's ridiculous. It's Dutch. What up, man? It's sad, bro. It's really sad. The marketing PR is crazy. Stadia talk, it seems like has okay. Yeah. But so again, back to the topic. Do I think Google did the right thing with this announcement? No. And I think a lot of you guys are echoing that in the chat too. No, they didn't. And this sucks, But again, the founders, the way I view it's like a beta. There's gonna be hiccups, there's gonna be ups and downs. And for those of you guys who are sitting here thinking Stadia is going to have a smooth, successful launch, just embrace yourself, man. Embrace yourself, because from what has been going on for the last 2 weeks, man, this is go in there with low expectations, because if you have high expectations, and I can see people like going on Reddit voicing this frustration when this doesn't work the way it should. Be expecting that. That's all I'm saying. Don't get your hopes too high for that. Alright, just a big case of the left and not knowing what's going. Yeah, true. The AMA is going to be nuts, bro. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be nuts. Google better answer questions. Yeah. It's the beautiful thing about the AMA is if they don't answer the question, like I said, StadiaCast, he is right on it with those. He knows what the community wants, and I think he's gonna echo it. If you watched his last interview with Jen Justice, he asked the right questions, and I'm sure he's been working on some great questions. So if we don't hear anything from if they try to dodge the questions come AMA, I think StadiaCast is gonna bring that up, and he should when he interviews John Justice if it happens. Again, this platform releases in less than a week, and he wants to have an interview on Thursday. So if that doesn't happen, again, we run out of time. So we'll see. So if they start shipping on the 19th, God forbid. Sorry if I keep saying God, and if you guys are religious, I apologize. But my goodness, I don't know if that's better. If they start shipping this on the 19th, I will be the first person to come on here and say I will be pissed. They better not start shipping this on the 19th, the day of release. And you know what's crazy? I can totally see them doing that. Superhero John, I apologize. You're right. Superhero John Justice. That's what I love it. That's cool. But oh my goodness, oh my goodness. If they, man. You know, the scary part is I can see that happening. I can see it wouldn't even, but I will be pissed. I will come on here, make another video like this, and voice my frustration. This is absolutely insane. If they we haven't got our emails yet, bro. Like what are people waiting for? Like send us an email. This releases in less than a week, man. Wow. All right. What about Red Dead? We definitely not gonna see Red Dead Redemption 1. They haven't announced Red Dead Redemption 1, and they're having a hard time fulfilling all these games that they have announced. It'll be a while, if anything, before we see Red Dead Redemption 1. All right, Dutchman. Later, bro. Yeah. You've been delayed, which is crazy. My stream has been delayed. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I know. You talking about Stadia Cast with Gen Justice? It's nuts. It's Tuesday today. I know. So in a week, not less than a week. In a week, he will not roast Gen Justice, but he will come straight with the questions. He'll not hold things back. He will not roast them, but he will come straight with the questions for sure. Alright, you guys are talking about the AMAs. This is crazy. I hope the interview happens, but I'm not. Yeah, we'll see. I can't imagine them prepping the questions. Yeah. Alright, true. Yeah, it's like, here's the thing. I was just thinking about this the other day. Yesterday, right? So you guys know I cover a lot of things on here regarding cloud gaming. Again, this channel was created for Stadia. That's why it was built. People were talking negative about Stadia at the time when the channel was created. There wasn't. I think Stadia Cast at that time was the only Stadia YouTube channel, and he was the only one talking positively about Stadia. But you had all these. That's why the reaction videos kicked in. All these big YouTubers just talking smack. So this channel was created for Stadia to combat those big YouTubers. But like I said yesterday, there has not been a lot of announcements. So my partner and I were like, all right, how can we keep people entertained? So we started making fluffy videos, fluffy discussion videos. Again, when Stadia released, I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But I was just saying this because I was playing GeForce Now yesterday, playing Destiny on GeForce Now. And I was just like, I'm content with this service. I was like, if Stadia doesn't do its thing come launch, I was like, this is a service that works. This service has at launch is gonna have way more games than Stadia is, right? It works well. It's like, if Stadia doesn't do well at launch, I'm gonna just keep riding GeForce Now for a bit, because I have all of Ubisoft's title on Uplay and I can access that through GeForce Now. I can use Shadow to play Call of Duty. I can use Shadow to play all those AAA titles that GeForce Now doesn't have. I don't know. I personally feel like it's gonna be interesting to compare the performance, because GeForce Now can do 4K 60 FPS. It's just like a PC. So if the performance of Stadia is not like significantly better than GeForce Now, I'll be real with you guys. I might stick. The only reason why, I'll probably go and play in Stadia is because the community. You guys game on Stadia. You guys are gonna have Stadia names, and I want to grow that community with you guys. I want to play games with you guys. You guys probably don't have a PC, so you can't play GeForce Now. That will be the only reason why, when this releases, if the performance is similar, why I wouldn't stick to GeForce Now. But I might, double dip. Just being real, because that platform has proven itself since it's been in beta for 2 years. It works, and it works really well, and you can play great games on it. I'm just saying. But again, one of the reasons why I'll stick with Stadia, playing it, is because the community. But GeForce Now right now, man, it's making Stadia is kind of making GeForce Now look good. That's all I'm saying. It really is. It really is. The only thing left to see is the performance. If Stadia is on par with GeForce Now, Nvidia is probably gonna have a lot to say. They'll probably get more aggressive, because right now, when it comes to games, they have the advantage. When it comes to being available on any Android device, they have the advantage. The only thing, Google might have over them is just the infrastructure. So that's going to be something that I test a lot come release. Let's see. What I mean. Alright, GeForce Now wouldn't be a reverse game line for publishers Stadia, so it seems like we'll need to get access to multi. Yeah. Again, your days of I know, Sean. I know. 7 days left. I will correct that next video tomorrow. Again, this is a series that I'm gonna be doing every morning. So I'm gonna talk. If this news, I'll cover it on the morning. We should just call this the morning show from now. But this is going to happen every day until Stadia launches. Right, something that's interesting. No Connect since August, like I said before. This is like we haven't. Yeah, no Connect since August. Dag, it's been that long. I even think about that. Yeah, they can't announce again if all the ones are in. Yeah, I agree. Stadia Talk. Yep, that's true. I just want to use the cloud game server in the singular. You should Ashes. I think you have tried GeForce Now, but if you haven't checked that, they are adding the RTX Titan cards. Yeah, I think they said by next year, and then Shadow's gonna have ray tracing by next year as well. So these competitions are kicking the game up, man. Resident Evil 1 to 7 Revelations. Did those Resident and all Resident Evil at launch? Nah, Capcom. I don't think there's one single Capcom game on Stadia's launch lineup. That's another. Oh my goodness, another third-party dev. That's the other thing. What the hell is EA? Where's Activision? Where's Capcom? They are missing like. Oh my goodness. At the end of the day, we have an awesome community, like you said, Ace. And yeah. I agree. So much awesome, yeah. Great community here. Great creators on here for sure. GeForce Now 4K FPS. They said they're working on VR, yeah. GeForce Now is solid, man. It's solid. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to double dip, just being real with you. Cloudy morning show. Go. Oh, okay. I like that. That would be dope. Cloudy morning show. Dude, just wait. Yeah. Like I said. I have games to play, right? So I'm patient. I'm just frustrated with the PR side of things. That's all. And if you're sitting here saying that you're not frustrated, what up, generation? If you're sitting here saying that you're not frustrated, then personally I think you're not being real with yourself. Like, this is PR gone bad. It's PR gone bad. And so, say what you want. I get it. Be patient. True. But this is not okay. Simply put, it's not okay. I think GeForce Now will have an upper hand in terms of concept for quite some time. I think after seeing the launch, like missing features and chip, like I said, man, GeForce Now is pretty solid, man. And maybe, we're sitting here making fun of GeForce Now and Nvidia. Maybe there's a reason why the service has been in beta for so long. Maybe it takes a little bit to get these things ironed out and figured out. We're making fun of Nvidia and GeForce Now, but maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe Google should have waited a little more with Stadia and trying to figure all this out. I know it's pretty tricky, like working with third-party devs for licensing when it comes to getting your game on the platform. So maybe that's the issue that Nvidia and GeForce Now has been having, and that's why they've been stuck in beta. And maybe Google's learned that the hard way would come this release, right? Again, what the hell is Capcom? Where's EA? Where's Activision? But we'll see. From what I heard, games are not simply being ported to Stadia a bit more. I hope this means that old games will have some Stadias. Yeah, I mean, if they bring it on here, if they bring the game on here, I believe it's a new platform. So if they wanted to add new features to Stadia, they can do it. Then it's like, would they want to, worry about porting old games to Stadia to utilize Stadia's? I don't think we're gonna go that route with them bringing old games here. But I definitely can see new games coming with the intent of adding Stadia features for sure. From what I heard, games are not simply being ported. Yep. Okay. And like Capcom gonna be like, if they do that, Square Enix and Capcom, they're the two companies that those franchises, Resident Evil and Final Fantasies, once they see like a platform is established and once they see like a platform is doing well, they just start like bombarding those franchises. You see Final Fantasies like what 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what's the one? It starts with 3, 4, whatever it is. You see all of them start making the appearance. They did it with mobile. They did it with the Nintendo Switch. I think we'll see the same thing once this platform is established. And that's funny. I read that Grid is going to have 40. I hope not. I hope they bring this same Grid release that the platforms again. What I want is 2 cloud stream platforms, not 6, 7. EA should just... Again, Corey, what I think EA is doing, I think they're going to go the Ubisoft Uplay route. And same thing with Square Enix. EA cannot compete with the juggernauts of Stadia and Microsoft xCloud. And with Steam coming, they're third-party, developer. They can't compete with these platforms. So what I think we're going to see with EA, Square Enix, it's similar offering like we're seeing with Ubisoft Uplay. Yeah, they might have a streaming service, but it's going to be licensed to these big companies. I don't see them going head to head. I think their thing is just an experiment, but I don't see them competing with Stadia, Project X Cloud. But who knows? EA is another company that I feel like doesn't have their... I don't want to curse, but don't have the ish together. But yeah, so who knows though? Knowing EA, they might just decide to release their own streaming service, but we'll see. It'll be a stupid move, but Can't put anything past the EA. I am all in cloud gaming for the future and feel that Google has the leverage, infrastructure, know how to make the best. They need to I agree, Ashes. I agree. Like I've stated here multiple times, anyone can pull this off as them. So, the PR sucks, bro. The PR is just trash, man. A year from now, Stadia could be big. Yeah. I think Stadia is in a good position. They're in a good position because the next gen console comes out fall of next year. Personally, I feel like if they can iron things out, first of all, they're still trying to figure out the exclusive stuff. They have their first studio in Montreal. They're building other studios, so it feels like the first party studios are still they're new, even though they said they've been working on Stadia for 6+ years. They're still trying to figure out their first party stuff. But my thing personally is, come 2020 fall, when the next gen console releases, I feel like Stadia will be in a better position. Hopefully they can even get a game or two exclusive wise from those studios available at launch to compete with that. But I feel like they'll have ironed out all this madness with the shipping, with the pricing. This platform will be out so people can test it. And so come release, I think of next gen with PS5 and Xbox Scarlet, whatever you want to call it, I feel like they'll be in a better position to rival those companies. But yeah, I agree with that. They're doing the service. Yeah. The streaming. True. So I'm curious to see how much Google's setup will offer. We know that but we need experience. Yo, Generation, I was just talking about that. Like, I'm gonna like, my thing is, how much better is it than GeForce Now? Because like I've stated, GeForce Now works really well. And if it's not that much better, then seriously speaking, like, why not just ride and stick with GeForce Now? At launch, GeForce Now is going to be better. Again, to me personally, the only reason why I will stick with it is the fact that this community exists. And you guys are going to be on it. You guys are going to be playing games on it. And I want to game with y'all. But being real, performance-wise, if it's the same as GeForce Now, like, and GeForce Now has more games, and you can bring your friends list from Steam. There's just a lot of good things happening for GeForce Now. And at the end of the day, depending on how this performs, I feel like Nvidia is actually going to be in a better position than most people thought. But anyway. Morning. Yo, what up, Stadia Play One, Eddie? If you guys haven't, so shout outs, man. There's a lot of creators on here. For those of you guys watching, Stadia Play One is on here. Has a fantastic Google Stadia channel. So if you guys are looking for Stadia content, check him out. Stadia Talk as well. Fantastic. He just started early this month, and he's already past 100 subs, so check him out. Of course, Generation offers by far one of the better Stadia coverage that I know of, so definitely check these channels out for sure. A lot of good creators are on here right now, so if you guys are, and after this airs, you guys can watch it. Just remember those names: Stadia Talk, Stadia Play One, Generation of Stadia, and those are all content creators, so check them out, man. Alright, GeForce Now is trash. Doesn't have any. Sean? What? GeForce Now mostly has all of Steam games. Yeah, they dropped the ball with bringing AAA titles at launch. Stuff like Call of Duty's not on there, but they have stuff like Borderlands on there. But it's not trash. I stream on GeForce Now on a consistent. I use GeForce Now on a consistent basis. It's not trash. It actually works really well. I see what you did. What did I do? GeForce doesn't even have. They don't have all of Steam games, but they have a lot of them. We all need to let them know. And yo, I agree. Please, someone state that. And I'm interested in hear what they say. If someone's like, yo, you guys need to fix up your PR. And I know SteadyCast is not going to roast John Justice, but he should bring PR up. And you guys should DM him on Discord and tell him to bring that up. Because I almost swear it again. That ish needs to be addressed because it's ridiculous. The PR just needs help. He should just be like, yo, who runs your PR? That's all he should say. And I think John Justice will get the clue. Like, just say, hey, you know, who runs your PR? Thanks for the shout out, but no problem, Eddie. Generation's killing it, man. Great content for sure. I think GeForce Now works great. However, I want a cloud service with a singular. I agree. 100%. 100%. That's why I've stated, you know, these rumors of Steam having their own cloud game. I'm just like, why don't they just purchase GeForce Now from Nvidia? I mean, Nvidia is having to go through Steam to, you know, license or bring the game to the platform. Why don't they just buy them out? The service works great. The issues is just getting the games on there. So instead of Steam and Valve starting their own thing, why don't they just purchase them? Anyway, GeForce works quite well for myself too, which is why I want to see if they can. yeah, for sure. And like I said in yesterday's video, be expecting comparison. I'm going to compare them side to side, right? We're going to load up Destiny on GeForce Now. We're going to load up Destiny on Google Stadia. We're going to see performance-wise which loads faster, which runs more smooth. And I think that'll be a great comparison. So, yeah, that's, again, if I'm expecting Stadia to have the upper hand. Just being real. Google pulling the Microsoft. Yeah. Alright, we know that worked for almost a decade. Yo, be expecting GDC. I've said this, man. People are forgetting about Amazon, right? You know, they started the game division but broke it down around when Stadia was announced at GDC, and you know, these rumors of, you know, the fact that the what Google was doing, and they were ahead of the game and they didn't like that. Anyway, that's just rumors and speculation, but don't sleep on Amazon, man. Don't sleep. They're not gonna sit here and let the big two rivalries competitors get, you know, a hold of this market, meaning Microsoft and Google. Be expecting something from them. If it's not even like something on this level competing with AAA games, be expecting something like an Apple Arcade from them. They're not gonna not get in here. Amazon is very competitive. Bro, what do you mean you can't use GeForce Now on phones, bro? What? Yo, I actually use GeForce Now on my phone more than I use it on my PC. This is it. If you can see it, this is GeForce Now on my phone, right here. Like, if I want to play, I've made a video on this. If I want to play Destiny, I can run Destiny right now from my phone. That's it, loading up. I can play GeForce Now on my phone. I would like to see you Stadia YouTubers do a roundtable discussion. You know, that might not be a bad thing to do. Kind of just like have a podcast with everyone. That might not be a bad idea. For sure. We'll see. We can talk about that, actually. Eddie and Chase. Generation, if you want to get in that too, let me know. I would like to, yeah. Amazon, they do have a great PR, and I believe that's going to be the difference maker. In there, are you in the US, Sean? And do you have an Android device? I'm still excited for Stadia. I still see I still see more of a platform than Sir. I think that alone present. Yeah. Google can handle the mess. True. Stadia is definitely exciting, and that's why this channel was created, because it is a platform. I mean, the games. I first of all, the first party studios should have exclusive to demo possible games that you can only do in Stadia. Again, the fact that that's not here launch is a downer, but you know, the the fact that it is a platform and you can create specific games utilizing Stadia's specific features and powerful hardware in the cloud is awesome. But the truth of the matter is, if you're looking at the launch lineup, none of these games utilizes any of that except from Guild. We don't know too much about that, but from graphically, that game doesn't look anything like breathtaking. So it's kind of a bummer, because the first couple of games doesn't utilize all those promises they made at GDC. But it's crazy. All right. That's over. I mean, you look at it as console, and don't forget PlayStation. We know that they're cooking up something too, but it's going to be a crowded market, and I think this is, as sad as it is for me to say this now, I feel like these three big companies are not going anywhere when it comes to cloud gaming, because they have the finances to back up the service, and Google is gonna keep pouring money at this until they figure it out. And so is Microsoft, because they have the money, and so is Amazon when they decide to release theirs. They have the money. The scary part is, you look at Sony, you look at Nintendo. They have a proven track record of just being dominant in the video game market. The PlayStation's having the best selling consoles, Nintendo Switch is doing well, Wii did well. Great first party exclusives, but with these three big dogs coming in the market, financially, money speaks, right? If you see what Microsoft is doing by purchasing all these first party studios, Sony and Nintendo might not be able to hang in there in the long run. Yes, this generation and probably the following generation, they might still be relevant, but money speaks, and I feel like these three companies are going to pour money out. They're going to try to buy. Think about, like, if Rockstar ever is in a financial situation, and I mean Ubisoft's situation right now, they are financially kind of struggling. A company like Amazon or Google or Microsoft, if they are ever in financial situation, can just hop in and buy them out. And there is all of Ubisoft title on that one platform. So the truth of the matter is, I don't know why I'm still stuck on this. All I'm saying is that with these three big companies coming into cloud gaming, I see them being here for a long time, because they have the finances to back this up. And I'm actually more concerned for Sony. If cloud gaming is the future of gaming, I'm really concerned that Sony and Nintendo, I know you guys might be like, yo, it's never gonna happen, but I'm talking about the future. 2 console generations from now, these I mean, all it takes is one bad console. That launch can seriously put these companies, because financially they don't have the financial the money that these three big companies have. The PlayStation, the Sony brand is riding on PlayStation. The TV department is not doing too hot. they're closing PlayStation View, right? So trying to compete with YouTube TV and all that streaming, they've lost that, and we know that's gonna take off too. You see what Disney's doing with Disney Plus, and Apple trying to get in the game with streaming. So for Sony to shut down PlayStation View just shows. Anyway, what I'm saying is they don't have the money. Why am I still talking about this? They don't have the money that the big dogs have. So all it takes is a bad launch or a bad cycle for them, and they'll be in financial waters. And then if you have these three companies doing well, it's going. My prediction, and call me stupid, call me crazy, but my prediction is like 2 generations from now. So I'm talking about like the PS5 generation. I'm talking about the next maybe PS6. After those 2 generations, be expecting, I feel like by then cloud gaming will be the norm. Be expecting Sony and Nintendo to not have the impact that they do now. Why am I still on this topic? Crazy. All right, sorry y'all. Yeesh. That was a long conversation about that. Let's keep reading though. You guys are on here. Thank you guys, man. Appreciate it. That's why I cannot understand about Stadia hate. More gaming options out there, yes. Nice podcast, but it would be nice if the viewers' questions could come up on the screen instead of. Yeah, true. But yeah, I get that. It would be nice if the questions can come up, but I'm trying to read it out as I answer them. So, but yeah, so if that happens, enjoy the stream. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Stadia again. Check out Stadia Talk. Great content. Stadia content creator for sure. So check them out. Love the cloud morning show idea. We'll see how that goes. Don't know if someone mentioned about. Yeah, I said it's really shocking that Capcom is not on here. Same thing with EN. Activision as well. Any words on game proven yet? I don't think we've heard anything about that, Charles. Do you think they have some features like party ready to go? But hold on. In the John Justice interview, and we know this about Google, when they release a service, it's more about like ongoing support, right? So they might push something in. I think that's actually what they're trying to do with Stadia. They're trying to release it and then fix it. You see that with the apps. When they release an app like the Google Maps app, they release it, and then like I said, they promise, if you ever watch like a Google I/O Google I/O, when they unveil an app, they have like a future end goal for the app, and so they announce it at I/O and say, this is going to come out fall of 2019, and then what they do is from I/O to fall of 2019, they slowly update the app to get it to where they envision it to be a Google I/O. So you see this with the app, and I think that is going to be what they do with Stadia. So they're releasing it now, but by this time next year, I feel like we're going to be looking at this Google Stadia as they're going to add so much things to it that it's going to be completely different from launch. And consoles do that too. Like when the PlayStation released, it was missing a lot of features, but eventually they added it. So I think that's what we'll see from Stadia going forward. Don't know if someone, yep, okay, any words proven yet? Do you think, yep, in the future, it isn't the future, it's a future, like, just another box, yeah. Alright, I'm just hope that I won't buy a console. Yeah. I still love consoles, man. I'm a gamer, so I appreciate, I still love my Switch. I take that thing anywhere. As far as pricing, typos always get me. Yeah. As far as other Stadia content create, I also recommend Stadia Cast. Oh yeah, Generation was just on here. Stadia Play 1, Eddie, check him out. Stadia Talk, Chase, check him out. Generation and Stadia, check him out. Awesome awesome content creators. All right, fellas, let me get off this thing. But every day from now until lunch day, this I'm going to be coming on here and talking about Stadia related stuff. So if there's any news, when the AMA goes on Wednesday, Thursday morning, I'm going to be talking about the AMA, right? So if there's any announcement that happens today, tomorrow morning I'm going to be talking about it. And if there's no announcement, I'm going to have like a topic of discussion and conversation. So if you guys like this series, definitely subscribe. Stay tuned. And I think this will be fun. It'll be good to count down, talk about exciting things for Stadia. And I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm a gamer. I'm excited. I hope this goes well. I hope that the Stadia team can figure out this whole lunch fiasco. But I think in the long run Google is going to figure it out, but it's kind of frustrating that they have to mess up so much for them to figure it out. Anyway, though, I'm still really excited to come Stadia lunch. All right, fellas, thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys tomorrow morning early at 5:30 a.m. All right, fellas, till next time, peace.